today we'll lead you through the slow flow. That is my favorite style of yoga. We will focus on our hips, on our glutes in this practice to strengthen our glutes, and also we will do some chest openers. All these poses are wonderful for anybody, so all levels, practitioners are welcome in this practice. We'll begin our class is sitting down in easy pose with your legs crossed. If it's intense and not easy for you to sit like this for some time, maybe slide the yoga block or the folded blanket underneath of your hips, so to elevate your hips and relaxing your hip joints. Maybe rock side to side here, grounding through your sit bones, feel them grounded. And then lengthen through your spine, relax your shoulders away from ears, rest your hands on the knees, palms down for grounding or palms up for energy, to receive some energy. So just whatever you're looking in this practice, calm sensations or energizing. Then gently close your eyes. We'll do a few yoga breaths here. Breathing in and out through the nose. On inhale, send the breath to the abdomen, expand your belly. And on exhale, hug your rib cage, hug your belly toward the spine. Exhale through the nose. And continue this nice fluid flow of breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Arriving with your emotions, with your thoughts, on yoga mat, in the room where you are. So you can be fully present. In my classes, I like to use the affirmations. So for today's class, we will do one of my favorites. It's I can handle whatever come my way. So if you like, for next couple of breaths, repeat this affirmation in your mind together with me. I can handle whatever comes my way. Maybe 1 more time. I can handle whatever comes my way. And then blink your eyes open, rest your hand to the side of your hips. And next inhale, reach with your arms through the side and over your head. Stretch your arms, stretch your spine. Maybe arch your back bone, shining your heart up to the sky. Wonderful stretch here. And then release your arms down. And rest your hands behind your hips. We will continue with the reverse table. So the fingers will be facing the hips here. And you have your feet, hips distant apart and parallel to each other. So when you're ready, press with your feet and use your palms to the ground and lift your hips up to reverse table. Pressing your pelvis up, squeezing your glutes. You have your knees over your ankles and you have your shoulders over your wrist. Here you can tuck your chin under to your chest, or you can also align your head, neck and spine. Just don't drop your head back. And as a couple breaths here, squeezing your glutes. We're working on the glutes today, on the strengthening our glutes. So 2 more breaths, noticing your belly rise with inhale. And then exhale, release, slow down your knees on the mat and do a few windshield backs movement, moving your knees side to side in a gentle twist, releasing tension from the lower back. And as a couple times to each side. And then bring your knees back up, breath in, lift your hips up. We'll do 1 more time, table pose. We'll add some movement here this time. We'll do 1 more breath here. And then on next exhale, sink your hips down, touch the floor with your hips. Inhale, press them back. Exhale, down. And 2 more like this. Squeezing your glutes at the top and then releasing them back down. And 1 more. And then last one. Extra one. And then stay here at the top for a few breaths. Softening the muscles of the face. And then release, slow down your hips back on the ground. Cross your legs, cross your shins. Find an easy pose and we will slide our hands in between your knees, reaching forward to the top of the yoga mat. Here, if you like, swing your upper body side to side, opening through your sides. Make sure that the hips stay grounded. And then maybe relax your head down and maybe shake your head, nodding yes or no with your head, relaxing your neck. Nice, a couple breaths in, join this wonderful forward fold, stretching the glutes, coming on the front of the pelvis, and then walk yourself back up and find table pose. Hands underneath of shoulders, knees underneath of hips, fingers wide like a starfish. We'll continue through the cat-cow. Press in, belly down, chest forward, gaze up to the cow pose. Stretching the front of the body, and then on exhale, round your shoulders, round your back, tuck your tailbone under, pressing your tailbone toward the knees to the cat pose. Inhale to the cow, maybe tuck your toes under to stretch your toes here. And then exhale to the cat and tuck your toes. Press with the tops of your feet to the ground and round your back. 2 more like this. Inhale to the cow, exhale to the cat. Flexion and extension of the spine. The last one. And then find table pose. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up to the downward facing dog. Our first downward facing dog of the day. So let's walk the dog, pedal your feet, bend one knee, press with another heel. Maybe rock your hips side to side. Just do whatever you like to do in your first downward facing dog. Maybe do kind of like circles here. Pressing one shoulder, another shoulder. And then from here, step your right foot on the side of your, on the pinky side of your right hand, and step your left foot on the pinky side of your left hand. And then start squatting down, sinking your hips down, finding the bear pose. So it's a little different than the chair pose or malasana yoga squat. So you have your knees and your hips aligned here, and also send your hips and knees back. Then maybe rest your fingertips in front of your feet here. If you have a yoga block, you can rest your hands on the block if you need to elevate the ground toward your hands. And then we'll start to micropulse our hips here. So tiny movements, working on these glutes, also on the quads. Continue breathing. Keep your abs engaged. They're not collapsing in your low back. Kind of tuck your tailbone under here. And 3, and 2, and then 1, and then release. Extend your knees, and we'll do the ragdoll here. So grab your opposite elbows with opposite hands. Maybe rock side to side here. You can soften your knees as much as you like here. You can even have your abdomen, your chest in between your thighs. Then shake your head, nodding yes, nodding no with your head, relaxing your neck. Awesome job, let's release. We'll do the bear pose one more time. So when you're ready, remember feet on the side of the yoga mat, and then sink your hips down and back. And then here you can still have the hands on the yoga mat, or you can extend them on the side of your arms on the side of your head where your ears. And then start micropulsing here. Remember to breathe, inhale and exhale through the nose. Real good. Making our legs strong, making our glutes strong. And 3, and 2, and 1, and release. Extend your knees. Bring your feet closer to each other, but hips distant apart. They're parallel to each other. And then soften your knees. On inhale, rise up to standing. Reach with your arms up to the sky. Stretch your spine, stretch your arms. Maybe at the back bend here. Shining your heart up to the sky. And then on exhale, release your arms down. One more time. Inhale, reach with your arms over your head. Exhale, release your right arm up or right arm down. Exhale, lean to the side for lateral stretch. Opening through your left side, reaching with your right hand down like you are reaching for the luggage to go to some warm places on the beach. Up and over, and then release. Lift your right arm up. Exhale, left arm down, and lean to the side. Opening through your right side, creating space between right side. Press with your right heel down. Legs release, both arms up. Let's release the arms on this side. And then step to the top of your yoga mat. And we'll make our way down on the mat. Inhale, reach with your arms over your head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Rest your hands on the mat. Step back with your one foot. Step back with your another foot. Find plank pose. To modify, you can bring your knees down. Couple breaths here. Feeling your whole body is strong. Engage your core. And then lower down your knees, everyone. Lower down your chest. Slow down your chin. Untuck your toes. Press yourself to the baby cobra. Few breaths here. It's another good pose to strengthen the muscles of your legs, your glutes, the hips. So we want to press with the tops of the feet to the ground, and also press with your hands to the ground and slide your stick your elbows to the sides here, to the ribs. Another breath. And then slide your hands underneath of your lower ribs and press yourself to the table pose. So just finding table pose here, fingers like a starfish. Now do a few poses here again, focusing on our glutes. Extend your right leg behind of you. Lift your right leg so it's parallel to the floor, and then bend your knee and flex your foot, pressing your heel up here. Hug your belly toward the spine to protect your lower back, and then start micropulsing, pressing your heel up and down, small and fast movement. Keep your inner thigh engaged, so you're not opening your right leg to the side, and also you're not leaning with your hips to the left. So stay in the midline of your yoga mat with your hips, with your torso. And 3, and 2, and 1, and let's release. Knee goes down, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up to the downward facing dog. Let's stretch those muscles out here. Reach with your right leg up to the 3-leg dog. Bend the knee and open your hips to the right. So maybe you have your right hip over your left, keep your shoulders squared, so the chest facing the yoga mat and you're looking in front of you on yoga mat. Just your hips open to the side, and then maybe roll your ankle and reverse. And then square your hips. Bring your knee to the navel, to the nose. Shift your shoulders over your wrist. Step in between your hands. Finding lunge pose. Slide your foot, right foot closer to the right side of the mat. Left foot step to the left side of the mat. Find stability and rise up to standing. Finding high lunge. Here, sink your hips deeper. Knee over your ankle. The headlights of your hips facing the front of the mat. One more breath here like this. And then on exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And then on next exhale, we are going to bend the knee and tap with your knee down. You can touch the ground, you can hover over the mat like an inch, and then come back up, extend your knee. Exhale, squeeze and sink. And inhale back up. Continue like this 5 more times. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the legs, the muscles of the leg, feeling the quads engaged. And 3, and 2, almost there. And the last one. Stay up. This time bring your arms in a goddess in a goal shape. Elbows and shoulders align here. And then open your chest, and then exhale, palms and elbows together. Inhale, open, expand. Exhale, shrink and round. Inhale, open. Opening through the chest and opening through the back of your shoulders. The last one. And together. Open and release your hands down on the side of your front foot. Step back with your right foot, finding plank pose. This time we'll do chaturanga, yoga push-up. You can modify knees, chest, chin like we did first time. If you do chaturanga, come on your tippy toes, bend your elbows, And then press yourself up to the up dog. 3 breaths here. And then release. Come into the table, big toes together, knees on the side of the mat. We'll sink down to the child pose, our first child pose for today. Maybe if you like, you can rock your abdomen in between the thighs a few times. And then lower down your forehead on the mat. If you like, you can roll your forehead side to side. And just take a moment here to reconnect to yourself, maybe reconnect to the affirmation that you created in the beginning of the class. I can handle whatever comes my way. If you need, take a water break here, and then in one breath, we are ready to continue. You're welcome to stay in a child pose as long as you like. Find table pose. You'll do all the sequence on another side. So extend your left leg this time. Lift your left leg so it's parallel to the floor. Make sure that the hips are squared here. So if you're lifting your left leg, don't lift your left hip. And then bend the knee, flex your foot, and continue with the micropulse. Remember to breathe, hugging your navel toward the spine, toward the back. And 3, and 2, and 1. And let's release. Knee down, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up to the downward facing dog. If you need, you can walk your dog in between here. And then lift your left leg up to the 3-leg dog. And then bend the knee and open your hip to the left. Stretching the hip flexors, the front of the thigh, the muscles of the abdomen. You can also roll your ankle here like we did last time. Be easy on your ankle. If you're hearing the cracking sound, make a small range motion there. And then reverse. And then square your hips, shift your shoulders over your wrist, bring your knee to the navel and step in between your hands, finding the lunge pose on the other side. So when you're ready, rise up. Sink your hips deeper, maybe at the back bend here. Crescent lunge. Activating the muscles of your back leg already. And then bring your hands to your heart. Back is flat now. Exhale, knee down. And inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Inhale, extend. And 4 more like this. Then slow your go. And harder your work here. So you're focusing on engaging the muscles of your right leg. And also make sure that you're not arching your spine here. So press your pelvis forward. And the last one. And then stay with your knee extended. Bring your arms to the goal pose. Exhale, palm and elbows together. Inhale, open, expand. Exhale, together. Straight the back of your shoulders. Inhale, open, squeeze your shoulder blades. And together. Let's do the last one. Good balance, everyone. Together. And then release your hands down on the side of your front foot. Step with your left foot back, finding plank pose again. Chaturanga down on knees, chest, chin, coming to the up dog. Couple breaths here. Notice you're not sinking in your shoulders. Press, press, press. Lift the crown of your head up. And then release. Come on your abdomen. We'll do the boat pose. It's another pose, great pose to strengthen the glutes here. So you will extend your arms in front of you. And you will have your nose down. And forehead down. And then when you will be ready on next breath in, you will lift your chest and your head up. Lift your arms. So you have your head in between your arms. Don't lift your head higher than your arms. Thumb facing up. And then when you're ready, lift your legs as well. If you do the half pose, so lift just your one arm, one leg. Stay here, continue breathing. and 3, and 2, 1 cycle of breath, and then release. Awesome job. Let's release, extend the arms alongside of the body with your palms facing up, and take few breaths here, a few breaths of rest, just melting down toward the earth with your whole body, feeling the muscles, the organs in your body heavy and relaxed. Softening the facial muscles, the muscles of the neck. You're welcome to stay here as long as you like. We will continue with bow pose one more time. We'll make it a little harder, but you're welcome to do the same variation of the bow pose that we just did. So arms extended, legs extended. Inhale, roll your shoulders and your chest up. Lift your legs as well. And you're welcome to stay here. If you like, start alternatively moving, lowering and lifting your arms and legs like you are swimming. The muscles of your legs engaged. Remember, we focus on them. And 3, and 2, and 1, and let's release. Arms alongside of your body with your another cheek, maybe left cheek on the mat. Few cleansing breaths here. It's also a good massage for the abdominal organs. When you're breathing into your belly, expanding your belly, so you're pressing with your abdomen against the floor, massaging the organs of digestion when you're breathing. So use your breath as a great tool for activating your digestion. And then slide your hands underneath of shoulders, come back up to the table. We will do the thread the needle pose. It is wonderful pose to as a counter pose for the back bends. So when you're ready, lift your right arm up, and then exhale, thread the needle in between your left side, lower down your right cheek on the mat, and take few breaths here. If your neck bothering you here, you can slide the folded blanket underneath of your head to support your neck. And then release, unbind your arm, left arm to the side, thread the needle in between your right side. And few breaths here. Softening your jaw. And let's release. Come to the table and then come to seated. Next, we will be doing the cow face pose, but we will do just the cow face legs. We will not do the arms. So from staff pose, when you have your legs and legs extended in front of you, and you have your upper body engaged here, bend your right knee and place your right heel on the side of your left hip, and then roll on your left hip and bend your left knee as well. So your both heels on this side of your opposite hips here. It's gonna be intense. So it can be intense on your knees, it can be intense on your hips. You can slide the folded blanket underneath of your seat. So it will be much easier on your knees and on your hips. So you can also use the block. So when you're here, we want you to have your knees stacked. Ideal, but if you don't have them stacked, it's just a goal, it's okay. Then if you don't have the props, you can extend your left knee and do the half variation of this pose. Sitting nice and tall here, maybe rock side to side so you feel your both sit bones grounded equally. If you feel like you're leaning to one side, slide the blanket underneath or towel underneath of this hip. So be kind to yourself, and then rest your hands on this in front of your shins, in front of your legs, lengthening through your spine, spreading your collarbones. On exhale, lean forward, fold forward. Inhale, maybe back up a little bit. Lengthening through spine again. Exhale, fold a little deeper. It's intense stretch, so maybe do just tiny movements. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, fold a little deeper and stay here for a few breaths. With your spine nice and long. A few breaths, breathe into the tight place. On exhale, release, relax there. And then release, walk yourself up. We'll do the half load of the fishes. So place the sole of your right foot on the side of your left thigh. So it's a little different. So now you don't have the knees stacked. And then hug your knee to the chest here. You can rest your knee in the left elbow crease, or you can place the back of your left arm against the thigh. So your choice. And then swing your right arm behind of you, twisting to the right. So you're opening your chest to the right, sitting nice and tall. Your torso is perpendicular to the floor. It's better to twist just a little bit than to twist with your spine rounded and deep twist. So here, look behind your right shoulder and then behind your left shoulder, and just continue twisting your neck side to side. Easy twist in your cervical spine, in your neck. Yes, slow, easy movements. And then one more, and then release. Now we are going to do the lizard pose. It will be easy way to come to the lizard, not easy, it will be interesting way to come to the lizard pose. So you have the sole of your right foot down, and then spin on the toes of your left foot. So you'll find your left leg extended and your right knee bended. You will have your both arms inside of your right leg. So one more time, the right knee will be bended, the left leg extended. Here, maybe rock side and forward and back a few times, coming on the tippy toes and pressing your heel back. And just nice, easy hip opener. And then find the variation of the lizard pose that you enjoy. Maybe lower down your knee first, and then you're welcome to stay here with your arms extended. If you have a block, slide the block underneath of your elbows, rest your elbows on the block or two blocks. Or if you're really flexible in your hips, you can rest your elbows on the yoga mat. Your choice, whatever feels good in your body. For today, take a few breaths here, opening through the hips, stretching the hip flexors, opening your right hip. Deep yoga breath with every exhale. Press your hips forward and down, sink a little deeper if you have space. And one more cycle of breath here. And then slide your hands back on yoga mat. And then rest your right hand on the kneecap and open and hug your knee back to the chest and open. So we will just do this nice movement in the hip socket here, and the femur, the big bone of your right leg, moving there, and you're lubricating the hip socket. Inside and out, inside and out. And let's release, hug your knee back to the chest. We'll come to the wild leg forward fold here. So you will spin your toes toward the back of your yoga mat. So you will find yourself in the wild leg forward fold. I know it's not that pleasant view for you, but we are all there. So you are in a wild leg standing position. And then here, if you like, you can rock side to side. Let's turn around. You can rock side to side. You can grab your opposite elbows with opposite hands. If you really like, you can also step your hands behind of you, behind your legs, pressing your chest and your abdomen in between your thighs. Really good stretch of hamstrings, the backs of the legs. And then release. Come to the half lift. So if you need a little elevation here, grab the block if you have one close by. Rest your right hand on the block or on the floor and twist to the left. Spinal twist. Exhale, release. Twist to the right. And release. One more time to each side. and release, and to the right last time, and release. And we'll continue with the side lunges. So if you have the block, slide the block in front of your right foot and bend your right knee, and then flex your left foot, okay? And then walk yourself to the left. If you're using the block, take the block with you. If you don't have, just place the fingertips on the mat, and then walk yourself side to side with your own pace, opening those hips, stretching the hamstrings. One more time to each side, so we do 3 on each side. And then release, come back to the center. I will turn around so we will be together. So we will find the cow face pose on another side. So we'll walk ourselves to the left, and then cross your legs. And when you come down on your yoga mat, you will have your left knee over your right. It's a trick here. So if you messed up, if you kind of, what is going on here? So let's extend the legs. Bend your left knee first, then bend your right knee. So now you will find yourself with your left knee on top. Rock side to side here, ground through both hips. Slide your heels close to the hips here, to the side of your thighs. Sitting tall, resting your hands on the side of each leg, and on breath out, fold forward, folding in your hip joints, not in your waist. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, folding. And one more time. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, folding a little deeper. Take a few breaths here. Breathe into the tight place. Stretching the outer thighs, the glutes, and then release, come up, and we'll do the half lord of the fishes on another side. So left foot will be down, the sole of your left foot down on the mat. Lift your knee up, pressing your knee to the chest, hug your knee with your right arm, or arm extended on the side of your left thigh. And then twist to the left, pressing with your back fingertips to the ground, lengthening through the spine. And let's add the twist, neck twist, cervical spine twist, side to side, looking in the same direction with the shoulder. Just make sure that you do it slow, easy, mindfully. No rush, no mess with neck. And then release. Are we ready for lizard pose on another side? So rest your hands inside of your left foot, spin your back foot, extending your leg, extending your knee, finding lizard pose on another side. So you have your hands inside of your left foot, and you have your left foot on the left side of the mat. Here, maybe start rocking forward and back if it feels good in your hips, if it feels good in your body. And then come on your elbows, or stay with your arms extended, your choice. You can also use the blocks. You can, if you don't have the blocks, you always can use the books. Everyone has books at home. You can go down your back knee, by the way, here. The toes of your back foot can be tucked or untucked. Another 3 breaths here, sinking your hips forward and down. And then release. Extend your arms if you had them bended. Have your right hand on the mat, back up your hips slightly, and then rest your left hand on the kneecap and move your knee inside and out a few times, lubricating your left hip socket. Inside and out, coming on the pinky side of the foot and then inner side of the foot. And one more. And then release. We will skip the all the poses that we did on other side because they already was balanced. So just step with your right foot forward this time. We will find the yoga squat malasana. So you have your feet mat with the touch, and then sink your hips down. So it's different than the bear pose in the beginning of class. So when you pressing your pelvis forward, when you have your torso, when you have your chest open, so you have your spine elongated, you're pressing with your elbows to the inner thighs, opening your hips, hugging your forearms with your knees as well. So it's equal pressure from both sides. So it's not just opening, you're also engaging the muscles of the legs, hugging your elbows, hugging your arms. If it's really intense to be like this, you can lean against the wall, or you can slide a couple blocks underneath of your hips. If your heels not on the mat, you can roll the yoga mat and rest your heels on the rolled yoga mat. That should help a lot here. If you like, you can open even more, rocking side to side like this. Awesome. One more breath here. It's another great pose to do each day. Perhaps if you're watching TV, maybe watch TV like this. And then release as graceful as you can. Sit down on your bottom. And we are ready to roll down on our backs for a few poses down on yoga mat. So with your knees bended, extend your arms on the side of your legs. Make sure that you have enough space behind of you for your head, not to bump the head. Roll one vertebrae by one on the yoga mat. And then when you have your head down, bring your knees to the chest and roll side to side, massaging your back. And then from here, extend your left leg and bring your right knee across the chest to the left for the reclining twist. Really nice here. And then your right arm can be in a tear shape or in a goddess. You can also turn your face to the right. And take a few breaths here, slowing down your breath. Maybe eyes are closed. Softening your whole body, the muscles, the organs. Enjoying the spinal twist. And then release. Bring your knee back to the chest. Hug your knee to the chest and roll your ankle. Reverse. And then interlace your fingers behind your leg. Extend your leg. Flex your foot. And on exhale, press your knee toward the chest. Inhale if you like. Extend it even more. Exhale one more time. If it's an intense stretch, you can just bend and extend your leg here instead. So your choice. And then release. Go down your right foot on the mat and extend your leg. Left knee bended, knee to the chest and across the chest to the right for reclining twist on another side. Left arm in a T shape or in a goddess. Turn your face to the left. Few breaths here. Wonderful, let's release. Hug your knee to the chest. Roll your ankle and reverse. And then extend your leg, interlacing the fingers behind your thigh. Flex your foot, toes toward the chest, and then exhale, press your knee toward the chest. Inhale, extend, exhale, press. You can grab your foot here if you can reach there. So your choice. You can also remember to modify when you're bending your knee and extending. And let's release. This time bend your right knee as well. You'll find the happy baby. So knees on the side of your ribs, arms inside of your knees. Grab your ankles or the pinky side of the feet so you can press on the tops of your feet here. Keeping your lumbar spine down, keeping your low back there down. Roll side to side if it feels good in your body. Massaging your back. And then we are ready for Shavasana. So you choose, you can just extend your legs and arms alongside of your yoga mat in regular Shavasana. If you like, join me for legs up the wall Shavasana. Since I have the wall really close to me, I will do it. So join me. So to come to the legs up the wall, bring your one hip, one knee close to the wall, really close as you can. And then come on your elbows and then spin your legs up. So you find the backs of the legs really close to the wall here. So if you need, slide the blanket underneath of your head here for support as a pillow. Arms can be in a U shape over your head here. They can be in a C shape, and they also can be alongside of your body with your palms facing up. So your choice. If you're looking for good stretch in your chest, shoulder opening, you can bring the arms in a U shape over your head. Gently close your eyes, and we'll take here another 10-15 breaths of rest in Shavasana. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. You're welcome to deepen your breath now. And then start wiggling with your toes and fingers, awaken yourself. If you like, you can flex and point your feet here as well. Do any other movement, maybe roll your head side to side. If you're in a regular Shavasana, you can do also a full body stretch. And then we all bending our knees and rolling on our side to the pillow position. Don't come up, take a few breaths here, staying on your side. Especially if you have the legs up the wall, allow the blood flow to readjust after staying with your legs higher than your heart. I can easily handle whatever comes my way. So when you're ready, press yourself up, finding any seated position that you like to finish our yoga flow today, our yoga practice. Sitting nice and tall. Rest your hands on the side of your hips, and next inhale, reach with your arms over your head. Press palm to palm, and on exhale, slide your hands down to your heart center. Together we bow, Namaste. So thank you, yogis, for joining me for this class today. If you enjoyed this slow flow class, you're welcome to find me on YouTube, iPro Yoga, or on Instagram, iPro Yoga as well, for more classes like this. Have a lovely day and see you another time.